going on, everybody? How are we doing today? We are going to be cooking some ramen. Hold on. Let me grab one more thing. I almost forgot. Ramen noodles. So if you want the quick and easy, so look at this. I got these amazing. We're going to cut these here in just a moment. But thing is, buy one get one free, you guys. I only paid $12.34 for 2.36 pounds. That's a really good deal. So we're gonna go ahead and cut. I'm gonna cut this one. I like this one better. We're gonna go ahead and cut it on up into little pieces. Wow! All right, everybody, look at this. Bam! Got me a knife here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull you down just a little bit more so you can at least see exactly what I'm doing. And you can see me just a little bit. Just a little bit. Fine. Okay. And all we're gonna do is just go ahead and there we go. Hopefully the lighting in here is great. It looks like it is, so you can see me well. There. Perfect. Okay. We're just gonna open this. I'm gonna wash my hands again. Everybody, I don't know if y'all have heard the new Beyonce song. I'm pretty sure you have to. It's all over. It is all over the place. I'm gonna go ahead and sharpen my knife a little bit. If you guys have something like this to sharpen, it is absolutely wonderful because you don't have to buy anything else but sharpen. Bam, bam. Of course, you want to be careful to watch. I always rinse it off. I always rinse it off once I'm done sharpening it because then it's easier that way. So I'm going to do two at a time. And we're going to put this in the pot. And get my pan out. This nice pot right here. I bought this so long ago, I don't even know. So I'm gonna cut them up in little strips like this. Little strips here. Add them in. Yes, I am. And if they're a little too big, just cut them in half. See how they're a little big here? Just cut them in half. We don't want them too big. I'm gonna go ahead and cook all this meat. We're also gonna use some garlic and some seasoning here. I will put that in here in just a moment. We're gonna cut this first and get this started. And then we can roast and get the garlic started as well. I was gonna get started earlier, but Langston was not letting me put him to sleep. And it was just, my wife works from home on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and he does not want me on those days. He's like, Dad, go away. And he literally tells me, go away. He's just like, go away, Dad. Mom, only Mom. I guess he's with me all the time, so he's like, I just want to be alone with Mom. So Mom's going to have to take him on son-mom dates so they can have their alone time with Mommy because they get tired of their dad sometimes. Let me go ahead and place you here just a little bit more so I'm not ducking. That's better. We're going to get a little closer so you can see me. Go. You know, the thing might be a little different. But we are just going to get really into this. I like that these are they're thinly cut, so they'll cook quicker. This is a meal that isn't, I mean, yes, it's going to take a little bit of time because you got to cut it. Now, if you want to go ahead and do this before, so like meal prepping for this meal. So do this on like a Sunday or something. And all you gotta do is just cut it when you have time. It's the only thing that's gonna take the longest. Everything else I have got is already cut, is already done. The ramen noodles, honestly, if you want to use anything else, we have ramen noodles and the boys love it. So I know that the boys will like eating this meal because it has certain things that they like. So even if they don't, they'll like the noodles. So if they don't like the meat itself, then they can just eat the noodles. But we're gonna do all of this together. See how quick. As long as the knife is sharp, you're gonna be able to cut through this pretty quick. Wow, there's a lot of meat here. I didn't see that this little thing here. Look at that. That is a lot of meat. Perfect. Ah, that can be all there. And then once we cook it, we'll be able to get it all taken apart. So I'm still cutting these in spinner strips. I'm gonna keep those that length. Now these are a little tough, so if you do have little ones or anybody that has a little bit of a harder time with chewing, then I probably just warn them or just let them know, or cut it into smaller pieces. So that's up to you. Usually the boys they'll like the meat by themselves, but not all the time will they want to eat it. So it's not that they would hate it. They're just like, yeah, it's okay. And then all of a sudden, nah, I'm good. I don't want it. But the good thing is that we got it on sale. So thinking that you have to spend a lot of money because meat is expensive or can be expensive, in this case, you're buying twice as much for the price of one. And if you go on a really good deal, sometimes you can get these buy one, get one frees. And then sometimes you can't. Like, unfortunately, it just doesn't happen that way. But I just went in on a really good time. It's been really warm today, and not like a regular hot, like the sun's out type of warm. It feels humid or just like an oven. So we put the air conditioner on today, and it is doing great. It is working. We're just gonna do it this way. So now that you get to the end, do it however you like. If you want them smaller, get them smaller. If you don't want meat, you don't have to have meat. So I'm just gonna add in the veggies here. So this is the part that's only gonna take the longest. Everything else is pretty much done. Wash my hands really quick. I always like to wash my hands, especially after touching the meat, because we don't want cross-contamination. We just want to make sure that everything is good to go. We put the stove on, so let me go ahead and get you a little bit further here. You can see my messy counter over there, which I cleaned. I just have books and stuff. Probably shouldn't have brought that to your attention, but it's all good. All right. We're going to go ahead and get the garlic here. This is one of my favorites. One of my favorite. I do not like getting the garlic out. That's one more step. This is already done, which is absolutely amazing. I'm going to go ahead and put this away too. Want some strawberries? I have strawberries. Oh, you want a strawberry smoothie? Okay. Strawberry smoothie with the straw. All right. Zion's asking for one of these. They love these things. Bam. Bam. Absolutely. Here's Zion. Lifesaver. You know? I always get so happy when I do that. So I'm gonna get my garlic press here, wherever I put that. I don't know if your kids play if I'm the only one. But my kids play with all of the appliances, and I'm sure that you all, most of you know that because they bring them out when I'm training in person. But I'm just like, can we keep some of the things inside? That would help out a lot more. So far, it's taken about 10 minutes to get this far. We have our vegetable stir fry. I bought this for $1.50. So, and you can buy these, I think, 3 for $1. So all together, this and the garlic, I think it's $2.50, I believe, for this whole thing, which is really cheap. And it's already done. Let's see here. There. And what else was I gonna get? And I totally forgot what else I was gonna get. But we're gonna go ahead and finish this. This is already peeled, everybody. So this is the best. Oh, as I rip it all open, it goes all over the place. I use it all. I love garlic. I don't know about you, but garlic is one of my best friends, and I like to put it on the while the meat's cooking, and at the bottom. Get another butter knife just to get this all off. Bam. And then let's put some more in there. So far we have only used, I want to say, under $20 for this meal. And I put all of the cloves in here. I love the way garlic flavors everything before you start. So cooking it with the meat, and then we'll add everything to the same pan. You want another smoothie? Okay, I can get one for you. Can you bring me the straw? Yeah. You want another one? Okay. I don't know if you can see him. He's up there asking me. He's like way up there. Strawberry smoothie, strawberry smoothie. Okay, you have your straw? Okay, can you help me, sir? We'll work together as a team. I'll open this one for you. So, while everything starts to cook, I'm not going to add any oil because the meat has a little, barely any fat on it. But I don't want to add any oil to it because you're going to get everything just mixed in together. Zion, where is it, Pico? Okay, can you hand it to me? Can you grab me and then we can trade? Oh, can you hand me the other one so I can throw it away? Thank you, Zion. Can you hand me the other one? Perfect. You're such a good boy. Thank you so much for all your help. There's still some in here. All right, so as we continue, you can just use whatever you like. I'm gonna get this a little bit more. Oh man, that smells amazing. I love the smell of garlic. I don't know about you, but it just smells absolutely amazing. Now, if this was frozen, this would take a little bit longer, and that's okay. But we're almost done. I'm gonna add in the veggies soon, and then we will add in all the water, and then cook the noodles with it. The meat is already almost done cooking. This is insane. Just looks delicious. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. All the garlic in there. If you love to season your meat, let it cook with the seasoning by itself. Another seasoning that I really like is the casero's total seasoning for cook, and it has garlic as well, but it also has your salt. So this one here, bam. This one is amazing. But we won't have to put as much in when we're gonna use the seasoning from the ramen to help flavor it as well. But I always like to flavor everything before, and then it all gets worked in together. Okay, now it's time to add in the frozen veggies. Bam, frozen veggies right here. $1.50 or $1.69. This one's a little bit higher. That's okay. Usually they're pretty easy to open, but this one, what is happening up there, Zaza? He is having the time of his life up there. Mason's finally asleep, so we are good to go. I'm gonna pour all that in. Now, if you like more veggies, but this is like meat to veggie, I can't even, ratio. Meat to veggie ratio is gonna help. So this, we can go ahead and put all together and bring you a little bit closer. There we go. Well, you can see me. There we go. I'm gonna add in a little bit more. I like to season, like I said before. This has a really good amount of seasoning in it. I do believe it has, I don't know if it has oregano, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and put oregano in there. Let's see. Oh, so this one is salt, garlic, onion, and spices. So it also has it does have oregano, parsley, and cilantro. And then that's it. It's got yeast extract. So this one has 220 milligrams of each of sodium. So this is on the lower end. We're going to be having some. So this is a very high sodium type of a meal, but you add it all together. Seasoning just makes it work. Seasoning makes it everything just taste delicious. Get it all in there. Make it taste amazing, right? I love to cook. This is something that I don't mind doing. It's not like I don't mind doing the dishes, but it's not a chore for me. This gets me focused. It helps. I don't know about you, but it helps keep me a little bit more level sometimes when I'm having a really rough day. You know, just let me cook. Let me just cook something and see how it goes. And this is also something that you can do on a budget. So if you are someone that maybe is coming to the end of the month and you only have, let's say, $20 to go ahead and make something delicious, something that you're going to have a lot of vegetables in, and it is going to taste great. This is what you can use. This is what you can use. I'm not going to add in a lot of water, but I do need a little bit more than this. There's some water in here, if you can see it. There's just a little bit of water remnants. I don't know if you can see right here, right there. But the veggies are almost cooked. So this one is a stir fry blend. It's got mushrooms, onions, peas, carrots, red pepper, broccoli, and that's it. I think that's it. Yep. But this one would be great. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna cook them separate. I know I said I was gonna put it all in one pot, but I'm gonna cook the noodles separate because I don't want the noodles. These noodles get pretty soggy sometimes, and it's not gonna taste as good as I thought it would. So let me go ahead and grab some water in this guy. Let's do this. You don't need a lot of water, but we're just gonna leave that by itself. This is done. this being worked at the same time, but there's not a lot of water in here. So from here, you just fill up maybe not even an eighth or a quarter of this, and then you'll be good to go. We just want to boil it really fast. And I just do it all together. And then at that point, you can find other ramen noodles. If you don't care for these, or if you care for a different, you can go ahead and use that. Remember, in moderation, we don't eat this all the time. So this is perfectly fine for you to have at any time. That's quick, fast, easy. And you'll feel better about consuming it because now you have vegetables, you got this delicious meat blend here. I just want to cook this a little bit more to get the water out. And then you just add it all together at the end, right? So we're just gonna put all this in here. And these are really quick once you boil them down. I add it in. And I just add in the seasoning right away. So that when it boils, it just mixes all together super fast and super quick. The boys love ramen noodles. I'm telling you. This is like their new favorites. They want noodles. This is what they like. This is what they love. So if you have kids that are picky, so this is something that they can use and you can use to help and keep them either have them help you. Mine don't want to help today. And usually they do, but today they're just on their own. We've had a lot of sun time the last week. And it feels good to stay inside today. I'll tell you that. I'm just going to cover that so it goes faster when it boils. And this is almost done. I just want to keep cooking a little bit more. Yeah, I just turned it off. But this is done. So as you can see, and I'll actually just you can see how delicious that looks. The garlic, all the seasonings together is absolutely wonderful. So you're able to feel good about what you put in there. And let's see here. There we go. That's much better. And then all we got to do next is just make a bowl. And I would put, I don't like to have too much of the broth in the bowl. So a regular bowl. I'm actually pretty hungry, so we're gonna eat this now. Get me a nice deep dish here. I will put the ramen noodles first, and then put everything on top, just because that's the way I like it. But at least now, if you want to eat this again, you don't have to worry about the noodles getting soggy, right? You can put it in another meal prep container and take it as is. Make some ramen noodles for the next day. That doesn't take long, so then you can just go ahead and do that at a time that works best for you. But this is done, and it's only been 23 minutes. It would have already been done if I would have thought about doing it in a different pan. So it's a lot quicker in under 30 minutes and under 25 minutes. And that's even with cutting, that's with putting everything in, and talking your ear off, right? So remember that you don't have to sacrifice. You do not. I put it on the faster burner, so it should be done quick. You don't have to sacrifice your favorite meals, and you don't have to sacrifice food for your fitness goals, right? You can still eat some of these things. Now, if you're someone that follows either influencers that tell you can't have ramen noodles, on the daily, we don't want to consume that much sodium, right? Every single day. But if you have it here and there, it's still something that you like. It's still something that's easy, it's quick, it's under $20. That was totally under $20. All I did was put it all in the pan, and everything came together, right? Everything came together, and it looks delicious. It smells great. I'm gonna taste one. That is good stuff. Oh, well, I'm not eating that. Not eating that yet. I'll rinse it off. And then yeah, snap peas. So if you have one that kind of has, if it's up to you, see how it's nice and cooked. Everything tastes delicious. It's well seasoned. Now, if you don't want to put as much seasoning, you don't have to. This is all up to you. But the more the season, the better it's going to taste. And then you also have seasoning. So this is already getting close. Grab a fork here. Let's see. I don't want to touch it yet either because it's hot. Woo! I like that the noodles are still a little hard. I don't mind, but I let them boil. I let it boil. I let it boil, boil, boil. Let me get you out of here, and then I can show you what I mean. See, already almost done. Literally simple, easy, quick to do, under 30 minutes. I'm making it more like 30 minutes because I'm not all the way thinking straight today. It's definitely a Thursday, but it's got a Friday feel to it, you guys. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for the weekend already. I think I was ready on Monday. I don't know. How about you? In the comments, type below if you were ready for the weekend already, and it was Monday, and it was only Monday. Honestly, I love the weekends. I still work out on the weekends. I work out 6 days a week just because I want to hit all the body parts and not be super stressed out about it. Today, I did not want to work out, you guys. I was like, okay, it's leg day for me. I don't want to do this. I don't. But Langston was out there with me. I said, all right, let's just work out. I mean, might as well get it done. I always usually work out around 8:30 or 9, somewhere around there. Just so I can get finished and be done for the rest of the day and be able to chill and work throughout the day and be able to give more attention to the boys because my morning is pretty busy. What is it, Zion? Ooh, this is looking good. Just gonna let the water evaporate a little bit, so I'm gonna leave it off since it's been boiling. I'm gonna leave the lid off. So if you want the water to evaporate but then soak in the noodles, I want the noodles to soak in the beef broth from the packet. So then it's going to be extra savory, it's going to be delicious, and then we'll be able to enjoy more. So 2 of those packets, you only got 1 packet of veggies in there, but it has a lot of vegetables. Remember, you want to incorporate 4 servings a day, and this is an easy way you can do that, as well as get as much protein from this meal. So you're taking something that you probably like already, or if you want to use different noodles, you can use angel hair noodles. You can do whatever you like and cook it in beef broth rather than ramen noodles. Or you can use rice noodles. Those will be a little quicker. And then use a beef broth, or you can use chicken broth. Whatever you like. Either one of those things can still help you achieve a ramen noodle. If you want to use radishes at the end, I'm going to put in a little bit of, I think I have oregano at the end. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to sprinkle some of the oregano on top. But other than that, it's done. It is done. It literally is done. Yay! Okay. This is how I make it easier for me to get the noodles first. Okay. And then I'm going to separate just a little bit of juice. So, okay. I'm just going to let that cool off for a little bit. And And this time, now I'm going to go ahead and just add everything on top. Just add everything on top. It's really hot. Add everything on top. In that case, you can still use the tongs that you had before, or you can just scoop it all in. Bam. Now, if you have cilantro, or if you have radishes, you can put it on top. Either or, whatever you like. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of oregano on top. And voila. Voila. You have got a delicious ramen noodle bowl right here. Ramen. You've got your veggies. You've got your noodles. You've got your proteins. We didn't use any oils for this. We just let it all do it by itself. All right. Well, tell me how you like it below. I'm gonna let this cool down, but I'm also gonna try it. Let me see here. I'm gonna meal prep a little bit while we're on. And these things are pretty awesome. So, you're so silly. I don't know what he's doing up there, but he is cracking up. So to meal prep, this is super easy. All you gotta do is just put some ramen noodles at the bottom and put the broth in on the other end here. Put the broth in on the other end. I'm just gonna go ahead and put all this away. Boop, boop. And do the same thing. Bam. That is beautiful. Even appetizing as a meal prep. Everybody, this looks absolutely amazing. I hope you enjoyed it and enjoy it as much as I do without talking your ear off. There's a lot more healthier options. Now this one, you can just put the broth in on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for you. So all you're going to do is ladle it, put it in there. You know what I might go ahead and do? We don't want the broth to make the noodles super soggy, so we're just going to put it on that one side. And look, now you've got meal prep for 2 meals. Either if it's your hardest meal to get is going to be either lunch or if it's dinner, you have a meal now. You have a meal. So now you have no excuse. I'm going to go ahead and just eat the rest of this here. Boop. Okay. And then you can use whatever you have left over this as anything else. Super easy. Let's go ahead and grab something else here to get everything else in. And then you can just separate it into another meal prep container or and just have it by itself. Look at all that delicious, amazing, and bam, there you have it. You have 3 meals, actually 4 meals, because look, your meal that you had today, you've got one by itself, and then you have 2 more on this side. And that got you meal prepped, or you can make 4 meals for you and your family, whatever you choose. You can triple, quadruple it, just so you have made more meals altogether. So don't be afraid and don't think meal prep takes too long because look, I just did it under 30 minutes. Well, now it's 34. But I'm going to go ahead and try this out. I'm sure it's going to be hot, but I got That's it. You can taste all the flavors, even in the ramen itself. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday, and I will see you again next time. Bye, everybody.